We know this game has been rumored to come out on the Switch for almost 4 years now, and nothing is confirmed until Nintendo actually announces it. But there is an interesting retailer that recently listed The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD to come out on the Switch this year. Is this legit? We'll talk about that, and another rumor that also points to it. The time for this Zelda classic to release on the Switch should be coming very soon. With retailers specifically, it could be a situation where they messed up and listed something official before it became public, or they could have just made a placeholder for a game they feel might be coming soon. But this retailer has had a history of leaking projects ahead of time for the Nintendo Switch. We've already seen Nintendo port many of their Wii U games to the Switch, and most recently, we've seen how Nintendo will release Xenoblade Chronicles X for it as well. Xenoblade Chronicles X was out on the Wii U at the same time that both the Zelda Wind Waker and Zelda Twilight Princess HD remakes were available. And along with Nintendo releasing other top Wii U games, it doesn't make any sense that they'll just skip the more popular games of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess from the Legend of Zelda franchise altogether. Both of these Zelda classics have been rumored to come to the Switch for a long time now by many sources, and with these games already being made in HD for the Wii U, it would be a simple port to get them on the Switch, especially since you wouldn't need the additional interface that some Wii U games may have relied on, since these games worked just fine without it when they first came out on the GameCube. The tweet that set this off originally was back in 2021 from Andy Robinson, a well-known, incredibly well-connected gaming journalist within the industry. After Skyward Sword HD was announced in February 2021, Andy Robinson said, "For those disappointed with the Skyward Sword remaster, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are 100% coming this year." So that's at least one good 3D Zelda. Well, that didn't happen. And that's probably why Andy deleted his post from X, or Twitter at the time. Though many others have reposted it on other platforms, so you can still see what he said. When it looked like it wouldn't happen, he apologized and said the following: "Update on this for everyone who's now flooding my mentions. Predicting dates is a fool's game, and I should never have used 100% in the original tweet. Zelda fans, sit tight." Now, Andy Robinson wasn't the only one who talked about it. Jeff Grubb, another well-connected gaming journalist within the industry, also correctly leaked numerous projects. But unfortunately, almost nobody in the industry has a flawless track record, because plans do change, and Nintendo's notorious for changing plans all the time. In June of 2021, Jeff Grubb said, "I think we're not getting Wind Waker Twilight Princess for Zelda 35th, because Nintendo isn't sure if we'll get Breath of the Wild 2 in 2022. So, if it needs a Zelda thing next summer/fall, it's good to have that in reserve. Still, that's weird." We still have yet to see these games come out. And we even saw the scenario Jeff Grubb mentioned, where Tears of the Kingdom did not come out in 2022, like Nintendo was planning, and it came out in 2023 instead. 2022 came and went with no Zelda game, even though traditionally Nintendo has had a Zelda game come out each calendar year before. And though we already had Zelda Echoes of Wisdom come out this year, from newer rumors that have surfaced and Nintendo doing many ports to fill up space while the Switch 2 comes out, it's looking more and more like a new Zelda game could come out soon. Nintendo has released more than one Zelda game some years before, and there's nothing stopping them from adding another Zelda powerhouse to this year's lineup of games for the holiday season. As crazy as this gaming news is, another crazy thing you can do is hit the like and subscribe buttons. What are you waiting for? You know you like these videos. Compelling evidence of this was spotted by gaming leaks and rumors on Reddit with the following: Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD spotted on videoigr.net, Russian game store. And if we click on the image in question, we see that The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD is shown right here with the date of December 31st. Now, when a retailer puts a date like this here, it's not meant to say it's actually coming out on New Year's Eve, but it's coming out soon, and it's a placeholder to be changed when they actually do find when the release date will be. Another interesting thing is that this same retailer, Video IGR, actually posted Metro Redux and Darksiders 3 for the Switch before those announcements even happened. And they even had pre-orders of Grand Theft Auto 6 shown before its trailer announcing the game even dropped. So you can't completely write this rumor off just yet, even though other websites might just have things listed that they hope will come. This website does have a history of correctly listing games right before they get announced. Now, if this was the only info we had to go off of, I would be a little more skeptical. And I still am to a point, because it's been almost 4 years now that Wind Waker HD has been rumored to come out on the Switch. But another credible leaker, Pioro, also has a hint about it. He's the same one who hinted about Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out with these looking eyes pointing to an X before Nintendo announced Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out. Then after the game came out, Pioro also said there's a little more. During that time, his profile image had a standard Alarmo image shown, but now it has this warped image of it. Though it could be a stretch, many people are believing that it could be a hint for Zelda Wind Waker HD. This is because of a link between the concept of an alarm clock waking you up and the word Waker in the title of Wind Waker. You can also think of the warping of this alarm clock to indicate waves that water could make when a boat's moving through it, like is found in the watery world of Wind Waker. I know these videos about Wind Waker HD coming to the Switch have been coming out again and again since 2021, and it's sounding like an old record now. But with all of the other Wii U ports that Nintendo has been putting out for the Switch, and Nintendo needing to keep their calendar full of new games to keep Switch players happy while they wait for the Switch 2 to come out, I believe that The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD will definitely come out at some point. I hope it will be announced this year. The Game Awards on December 12th would be the perfect time for this game to be announced. Nintendo still hasn't announced what their game in February will be. Could this game be it? I sure hope so. What are your thoughts on Zelda Wind Waker HD coming to the Switch soon? And when do you think it will come out? Leave a comment and let me know what you think. Check out this video to see what other games Nintendo may announce soon.